Hi, this is Dr. O'Hara, and I'm going to continue with Chapter 4. The first line on the page is the chapter designation. The title of this chapter is Results, which is Level 1 heading. The purpose of this section is to give the results of a scientific study. This is where you would display your data if you had an experimental or observational study. Since this is a developmental paper, the only thing you can do is give the results of the literature review. And I know that this seems very repetitive. The other thing that you can think about is that it might be expected benefits, or you can address if you were able to meet the objective that you had in the purpose of writing the paper. For culminating options, you can put your learning objectives in here and say if you were able to meet them or not. So for our purposes, let's just recap what the literature had to say that supported your opinion and reactions to the video or to the departure topic, written in the third person and the past tense. Be sure to have citations that support your point of view, and plan on making this fairly short, maybe just a paragraph or two. Let's move on to the fifth chapter, which in the 5-chapter format is the discussion, conclusion, implications, and recommendations section. So the first line on the page is the chapter designation. Then you have a Level 1 heading that includes the title of the chapter. Then the Level 2 headings include discussion, conclusions, implications, and recommendations. For our papers, what we're going to have is just a conclusion. So only list the headings that you actually use. Adjust your table of contents if you put in more subheadings. At a minimum, you will have a conclusion, and that's just fine. If you want to add a discussion and a recommendation, that's okay, but don't forget to adjust your table of contents. Next, we have the references, which are not a chapter, so they're not in the table of contents. They are not bolded because they're not in the body of the paper. You want to list all the references that you used in your citations in alphabetical order and double spaced. You want to use the hanging indent format, so let's just double check that. I'm going to change that to hanging indent. And you want to make sure it's double spaced. Be sure to turn off the blue and the hyperlinks of the web addresses. Here I'm going to give you two examples. One is a book, and so you have the name of the author, then the date, the title of the publication with only the first word of the title capitalized, any proper nouns are capitalized, and the first word after a colon are capitalized. Then you have the edition, the location, and then the name of the publisher. For an article, and this is an article that I wrote, you have the names of the authors with their initials, not with their whole names. This is my name without my middle initial, and this is Dr. Kelly, my colleague. Her first name is Patricia, her middle name is Elizabeth. The date, here's the title of the article that we published. Notice how just the first word is capitalized. The journal is in italics, and the issue is in italics. The volume is not italicized, and neither are the numbers. I'm going to finish here, and hope that you found this to be useful.